A 23-year-old au pair, Juliana Peres Magalhaes, has been arrested in connection to a double homicide that occurred inside her boss's upscale suburban Virginia home. News.com has learned that the arrest came after investigators were able to link Magalhaes to the February shooting death of Joseph Ryan. While Magalhaes has been charged with second-degree murder in connection to Ryan's death, she has not been charged with the murder of Christine Banfield, who died after being stabbed repeatedly in her Hattontown bedroom. Through forensic evidence and multiple interviews, detectives determined the au pair, 23-year-old Juliana Peres Magalhaes, of Reston, shot Joseph Ryan, the local law enforcement in a statement. Detectives continue to conduct interviews and review digital and forensic evidence to determine the circumstances that led up to the fatal stabbing of Christine Banfield, via the New York Post. According to officials, Magalhaes was the one who initially called the police just before 7:50 a.m. She allegedly hung up before calling again 3 minutes later to report that her friend was hurt, as stated by the police at the time. The deceased woman's husband would snatch the handset from Magalhaes and tell the emergency services desk that a man had entered that house and that he, Christine's husband, shot the intruder. Upon arrival, police noted that there were no signs of forced entry into the home and that Banfield's husband and Magalhaes, who lived with the family, were both present and assisted them when they arrived at the scene. Inside one of the bedrooms, the officers found Banfield alive but suffering from multiple stab wounds to her upper body. They found a horrific scene. What they did is they found Christine Banfield in an upstairs bedroom. She had been stabbed multiple times in the upper body, and Joseph Ryan, who had been shot multiple times in the upper body, said police LT. Aaron Weeks via NBC. Ryan, however, was already dead from a gunshot wound to the upper body. Banfield was rushed to a nearby hospital but succumbed to her injuries. A 4-year-old girl, who was also inside the home during the gruesome encounters, and removed from the premises by police officials. Fairfax Police Chief Kevin Davis expressed empathy for the young girl and called her the truest victim of all of this. After more than 7 months of investigation, police determined that Banfield's husband was not responsible for Ryan's death. Through forensic evidence and multiple interviews, detectives found that Magalhaes was the one who shot Ryan, leading to her arrest. Magalhaes is currently being held without bond at the Fairfax County Jail, and court records show that she has not yet entered a plea to the second-degree murder charge. Detectives are still conducting interviews and reviewing digital and forensic evidence to determine the circumstances leading up to Banfield's fatal stabbing. It is unclear whether Banfield's husband will be charged for initially lying to the police. The motive behind the two deaths remains unknown, and investigators continue to piece together the puzzle.